a full moon in Libra. Hey guys, welcome to part 2. Now, I had no idea there was going to be a part 2. Was working with La Luna, had a sleep, woke up, and here we are. And that's why things have been loaded up a little bit later on the channel today, because there's a second message, okay? And of course, the second message goes with the first. We are expanding with the 12th house. We're working with Pisces and the All, and we're expanding from within to without. And this means we're working with the masculine and feminine. They're connected here, okay? And we're working with the moon. And the moon is helping us to restore balance through the earth right now. We're going to the ball. We're creating a harmony in order to get to the ball and dance with this music we're creating. And in order to do that, the Hanged Man is here. We're going to surrender. We're going to surrender and go without old patterning, and we need to create a new. Because it's time for growth. It's time for us to go from the 7 of Pentacles to the 8. And in order to do that, we need to shift our perceptions here with the 3 of Pentacles. It's time. It's time for us to start surrendering and understanding to how life expands and works here. We're not going to fight it anymore. So we're going to pick healing. We're going to pick healing. That's what we're seeing here. We're going to heal with life, and we're going to expand. We're having a third eye activation with perception. We're having a third eye activation here. And it has to do with our destiny. This is our destiny. And our destiny is to heal from corruption, restore justice with our passions, while being protected, to heal with the mother, to heal with the father. And this is where we expand with those new patterns of healing. This is why we keep getting the Cancer. Because this is about nurturing right now. And who are we nurturing? We're nurturing the child. We're going to understand something with water, through water, because of water. And this is now we're going to do some work. We're going to do a little less talk and a little more listening. And this is going to allow us to expand with the masculine and feminine. And what this is connected to is a message. This has to do with the split. We're splitting now. We're having a split. And the split is connected to people that are going higher vibe. We know. We're going to have a high vibe imagination. We're having surges in the power of the imagination thanks to working with the Sun and Neptune. We're having pineal gland activations thanks to working with the Queen of Wands. And those pineal gland activations are going to allow us to begin dreaming again, those high vibe dreams. We need to have these high vibe dreams in order to continue to create new earth. If we're all just having these low vibe dreams, it's not going to get built. This is high vibe, guys. So we're having a split now. And what's happening is, you can see we're evolving enough, many of us, from living in a fear-based world, the lower chakra world, into a heart-based world, the higher chakra realm. Okay? We're understanding what this means. So in our lower chakras, we're doing the work to evolve from our basic needs. From lust, we're going to go to love, right? It's food. We're going to evolve with food. We're going to evolve shelter. We need more. We need more than just our basic needs here. We're expanding from that. Clothes. Our clothes are just not for a show. They're actually healthy. They actually function. We're evolving all of life. Like this is a lot. So we're going to go to a heart space living. We're going to evolve and we're going to need connection. We're evolving to need nature. We're evolving it to need high vibe foods. Going to love. We need love. We need love. We need this connection. We're healing from our 7 deadly sins. And we're understanding that when East meets West and West meets East and we become whole and we realize we're all one and we can apply what's working and move forward and get rid of what's not. We're expanding, guys. It's happening. And how it's happening is we're expanding the economy of New Earth with all this work we're doing. We're expanding it through the earth. And this 3 of Pentacles means something. Now we have a little bit, I want to just show you the rest of the message and then we're going to get the activation off of what this means. This has to do with the economy of New Earth and it's connected to the 6 of Pentacles, and we will be receiving this message along with the 6 of Wands here because this is the answer here to the equation, part of the answer. Okay, so the 6 of Pentacles, we're going to restore balance through the earth by having a death and a rebirth. And this has to do with birthing of the new and expanding from those lower chakras and living in those lower chakras to living in those higher chakras. We're heart-centered here. That's our destiny. This is our destiny, and it is healing here with the 6 of Wands. We will also be receiving this message. Okay, hang tight. Now, the 6 of Wands is connected to our destiny and our third eye activation here, what we're seeing. It's healing from the devil energies. And it's connected to the 5 of Swords, the removal of our mask. And we received this in the first part of our message. Now, this is our faith. We're going to remove what's unauthentic to us and our authentic tune and vibration by having faith. And this is connected to this third eye activation as well. What it has to do with is, of course, the time we're in. Our faith and this third eye activation is connected to the Queen of Wands and the time we're in. Justice. We're healing from corruption with our passions. We're no longer in frenzied energy. Frantic energy is not helping us. It's keeping us stuck, feeding from our impulses. We're going to use our passions and we're going to restore balance. So we found out from the Cat Tarot, this has to do with the 9 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles. So we have to shift through the earth. And that's what we're going to do. So in order to shift through the earth, we need water. But we're going to do it through the 3 of Pentacles. And I love this representation for the 3 of Pentacles for that alone. We're going to shift the water through the earth, or shift the earth through the water in order to restore connection, to restore balance, to get these cogs to turn. And we need them to turn because we're going somewhere. We're going somewhere here with the masculine. We've made the right shape. We've created our own chariot and we're restoring balance through the earth with La Luna and the Sun. We're going to have transformation here. This is connected to our third eye activation. So we're going to shift through the earth with the elements. We're going to understand. Remember, we're crossing the bridge. So this has to do with this message here. We're having an ending and we're understanding we're held. And we're looking like, look, doesn't this look like a beautiful place to begin? So we're honoring that. And that beginning is connected to the 2 of Cups. And working with Cancer. We need to work with Cancer here. So we're going to get going. Now here we're creating with Metatron's cube. And we know the answer that Metatron had for us. It was we need to have an ending. But we're held. Well, we have it. We're going to cross the bridge. It's time for us to cross the bridge. So we need to restore faith back in the earth. We need to have growth here. We need to expand. And how we're going to expand is we're going to heal from lust. And we're going to heal from lust by destroying in order to create. And it's destroying old patterning in order to create a new. Because this has to do with now we're evolving. We've evolved now. We're going from lust to love. So we're going to have a transformation. We know a double helix activation. It's time for us to see what we need to see. It's time for us to expand. And we're expanding by having a pineal gland activation. And it's connected to the Three of Pentacles. What's next? Literally, okay? So, the Eight of Pentacles. We're going to change our perception here. This is where we're going to change our perception. And we're going to understand how to grow. How to have this growth. And it's healing from anxiety. We need to heal from anxiety. And that anxiety is connected to pain. And we're going to do this through a harmony. Through creating harmony. And adding the positive charge to all of these 9 swords. We're going to add wands. And we're going to expand. And that's where we're going to grow. That's where this is achieved. We're going to do it through healing and manifestation work. This is connected to the carusis, those 2 serpents, and healing with our chakras. Okay, the kundalini. We're expanding here. And this has to do with our sacral chakra. Solar plexus. We move forth to our heart. Remember, we're going to continue to expand. So, we're having an ending. We're just having an ending. We're liberating ourselves. And we're liberating ourselves from not being able to move through this space and place because we're stuck in fear. We're going to liberate ourselves from here because it's time for us to grow. It's time for us to expand. And this is what we've seen when we've been in our Merkaba, okay? So, the new moon's keeping her promise. She's keeping her promise to help us to liberate ourselves with love. And we're going to do it through the earth. With the earth. Remember, this is the Four of Pentacles shift. And it's connected to a transition into partnership. An equal partnership. Connected to La Luna and the Sun, okay? So we're going to have a new beginning. This partnership is connected to a new beginning. A new beginning we saw when we were here. When we were activating here. We found our way. Her apparel, remember we talked about this in part 1. It has her divine blueprint on it. So she's expanding. And it all has to do with our perceptions here and the harmony we're creating. This harmony is connected to a tower moment. Because the tower moment has come on up in here to get us to our purpose. To help us to continue to create our 10 of Cups. Remember, we're going to move the water with the earth. The feminine. We need to expand through the earth. And that's, once again, where we're working with the Four of Pentacles. Now, this is where it gets spectacular. We know in part 1, we have the Father of Wands and the Son of Cups. The Serpent and the Swan. That's how we're liberating ourselves. And we know that's how we're manifesting. Now, this perception is connected to the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. And we're understanding this through the Three of Pentacles. The Six of the Earth. Family, community, providence, protection, dependability, responsibility, duty, self-service, self-sacrifice. And this means that these are key things that we know exist here, but it's like we've forgotten. Many of us have forgotten. We've gotten lost. We're coming back to family. We're coming back to community. We're coming back to dependability and support through self-sacrifice. And this definitely means something, because we're about to expand, right? This is our responsibility and our duty to our family. We're going to give love, care, and support. Lead by example. A time of sharing. We're going to learn about nature. And this has to do with important matters that need attention to. We're going to protect the animals, the forests, and the oceans. And we're going to help for the right reasons. We're untwisting this. We're going to understand what those right reasons are. This is connected to the energy of the dolphin spirit, okay? Now, the 6 of Earth reminds us of our responsibility and duty to our family, especially the younger members. It asks us to be selfless and in service to those who are in need or dependent on us for love, care, and support. And it's about understanding our responsibility to provide for our children, and we're going to keep them out of harm's way. We're going to tend to their emotional and physical needs. We're going to love and shelter them. We're going to set a good example. This is getting back to those values. They mean something. This is creating integrity of the light. That's why we're healing. So we're going to educate them with truth, respectfulness unto others as they would have others do unto them, and teach them about life outside of the home, of nature and the world they dwell on, and their role as custodians and caretakers of this blue and green planet. And we're leading by example. And this, even if we still have no children, this is just our connection to our responsibility to humanity and Gaia, and to become the best person that we can be, leading in our local community, teaching and sharing our knowledge whenever possible, okay? We're leaders. It's about duty and care. And we're doing this now. And it's connected to the 6 of Wands and how we're healing, the 6 of Fire, okay? Healing, meditation, negotiation, arbitration, truce, boundaries, support, diplomacy. Remember, harmonies and negotiation. Resolution is needed. Communication and diplomacy is required. Be willing to make concessions. Let go of bias. Be open-minded. There's 2 sides to every disagreement. Know the facts, understand your rights, and don't be stubborn. And this is why we're surrendering in order to create balance with those 2 of Pentacles. But we're doing it with the 3 of Pentacles shift. So the 6 of Fire represents a time of healing through meditation. So this is how we're going to achieve the 6 of Pentacles. We're going to work with the 6 of Pentacles and the 6 of Fire, the 6 of Earth and 6 of Fire, okay, together in order to achieve this healing. So it's a time for communication and diplomacy. It is a time when communication and diplomacy is required in order to end a conflict or dispute. Healing from the 5 of Wands charge. So this has to do with boundaries and healing from our feelings being hurt. This has to do with communication of both parties, and this is how we're creating that harmony. But they both have that sword. They both have changed their perception. They have expanded their perception. And this has to do with a mediator stepping in at times in order to hear both sides of the story without bias. Sometimes meditation is required, and the simple act of allowing both parties to air their grievance and present their points of view allows them to come to a resolution all on their own. Now, if arbitration is happening and both parties don't want to make a concession, this has to do with having a high vibe attitude to achieve a high vibe outcome at the end of the day. That's what this is about. We're going to change our perceptions. They're going to become higher vibe. All right, guys, we have our activation cards. The Earth, the 3 of Pentacles. Of course, the economy is here, the economy of New Earth. The 6 of the Earth with the 6 of Fire. And let's see how we're going to achieve this growth. We're going here. Brand new, guys. Haven't even taken the paper off. This is from a dear, dear soul tribe member. Okay. okay? We're gonna take the paper off together. Ooh, this one even has a nice little tab to take it off, but okay. Oh, these are beautiful. This has to do with this negotiation, guys. Having a mediator. Having a mediator to expand through the earth. And that's, we're going somewhere. We're actually shifting. Remember, this is about going from the 3 to the 4. And we're going to go from the 4 to the 8. And we're going to go from the 8 to the 10. Okay. What's happening here? The farther gate, bold steps forward. Remember, we're no longer in pause. This is completely on point with part 1. It says green light. It's time to go. Oh, and it's connected to this. This is where we'll be going on our next reading, guys. I just went straight to the page, and this was the card on the bottom. So we'll start there, our next reading, but we got enough going on right now. Let's get this message. The farther gate, the next experience, legacy, evolving, bold step forward. When the farther gate card shows up, it is a clear call to lift your eyes to the horizon and begin to walk towards your future. You are marching in a place right now, stirring the dust, but not getting anywhere. Trust that your forward movement will lead you to a new destination. You have already set yourself. You have already set for yourself. This is our destiny. When we cross that bridge, this is our destiny. But perhaps you've forgotten or neglected because of your everyday busyness. Guys, we forgot we were going. The farther gate comes to tell you that an ending is at hand and that you can leave the old behind. Let it peel away like old skin you shed. Do not hesitate. Cross the threshold boldly and you will be rewarded. If you continue making time instead of moving, you will miss the opportunity. The gate is open. The next landscape of your life is within reach, but the window of time to pass through it grows shorter. Do not delay. Do not dally. A gift of the farther gate is to bring you to the fullest expression of your gifts. Perhaps for the first time, and this goes back to that card from the moon, from La Luna, is where our gifts are going online. We're sharing our gifts. It is an invitation to a sacred passage, a new discovery in both a greater challenge and opportunity. It is not a graduation. There are no rewards other than exploration itself. You have been a farmer far too long. You've been a farmer far too long. It's time to freaking expand, guys. Tilling the hard soil that now bears little fruit for you. Time to put on the explorer hat once again. And it's connected to this, where we're going next. But let's just speak to La Luna. What is this? Oh, La Luna. Guys, I got a little bit of rough with the cards. Okay. What does this mean, La Luna? I swear, guys, I'm telling you. It's gonna happen. Look. It's all here, okay? There it is. Right there. Working with the sun. Working with Neptune. Everything we just discussed within this card. We're going to have a visitor. An unexpected visitor of love. Because we're creating a harmony. A new tune. A rhythm. A symphony that's in synchronicity with this expansion, with what we're doing here, with the split. Guys, we've moved on. We're crossing the bridge. It's go time, guys. And we do it. And we meet up and we expand. To fulfillment. Because of our ambitions and our passions. Thank you, Queen of Wands. Thank you, Queen of Wands. Thank you for getting us here. Because this is what you've done for us. And now we've connected to our fortune through Fortuna, the daughter of Jupiter. And now we're literally on point to the first part of our reading. Guys, we just gotta have faith. That's the ticket to continue on. To balance these karmic scales and expand by just looking at the truth. All we have to do is look at our truth. Here's Neptune. Remember from the first part. Pluto. We know. We got the message of we're working with Pluto with the Knight. To heal from the extremes. In order to find the center. In order to be the balance and transform to where we're going. To have this split. Love, light, and healing energy. Say you're ready to create with today, guys. I look forward to seeing you again soon. We got a lot going on. This is lit, guys. Lit.